You are going to encounter some difficulties in this journey. Whatever God has called you to do, you're going to encounter some problems. And that's why when God calls you, he does not send a memo to other people telling them how he has called you. When God calls you, you have to be convinced. You have to know. You have to understand. You have to remain faithful. You have to stand on the word that he has spoken to send you to wherever he's sending you, and you become faithful to that which he has sent you. It may be little, but the key here is to be faithful, because God rewards those who do things by faith and those who continue to do things faithfully. The key is the word faithfully. Will you stay faithful to what God has called you to do? Will you stay faithful to what God is trying to do in your life? Will you stay faithful to what God has done or is doing in your life? Will you stay faithful to continue what God desires to do in your life? You see, the key is being faithful. When you are faithful with God, God is faithful to see you through. Jeremiah's duty was to be faithful. Jeremiah's duty was to proclaim the word that God has given him. The people did not receive that word. It had nothing to do with Jeremiah. He was rejected. He was beaten up as well. But Jeremiah's duty was to be faithful, to proclaim the word that God had called him to. What faithfulness it does is that faithfulness leads you to do exactly what God has called you to do. Whether you see the results now or you don't see the results, you continue to do what God has called you. So here is Jeremiah. Jeremiah tries to come up with an excuse. I don't know how to speak. He tries to come up with an excuse.